Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Capricorn March 14, 2022. This can be a time of much personal passion, power, ambition, and influence. Both Venus and Mars align with Pluto in your sign, and you're attracting what or who you want. Even so, there is some tendency to put too much weight or energy into a particular line of thought or pursuit. Passions run high, but obsessiveness might interfere. It's best to use these powers constructively and enjoy the courage to meet and then beat your goals. People may be looking to you to lead. It's certainly a day for having a major say in what others think of you, as the power to shape your image is strong. You can come to sudden insights that help you do so. Work on self-improvement and self-control for excellent results now. In fact, frustrations with current conditions can lead to profoundly meaningful changes. There can be a competitive, possessive, and emotional tone to the day, and an inherent need to change yourself or your attitude towards life is with you. The changes you make this week can be defining. Go on with your bad self. There's no denying the amount of seduction emanating from your pores at this time, and it's all thanks to today's smoldering Venus-Pluto conjunction as it turns up the heat in your sign. Fatal attraction? Never say never when the goddess of love and the lord of the underworld are involved. Similar to the Phantom of the Opera's forbidden love for Christine, you are exuding a type of power that cannot be denied. And with the moon igniting your third house of communication, thought process, and immediate surroundings, you're not afraid to speak up either. The focus moves away from your sense of security and money as the moon leaves Aquarius for compassionate Pisces. You may want to open up a bit more in conversation about work or to your coworkers. Luna is feeling a little moody, implying that you may feel vulnerable today. If something about work is on your mind, confide in someone you trust. There could be an opportunity to get to know your colleagues better, so use the lunation to open up to one another. It may be out of your comfort zone, but still worthwhile. Knowing that Venus and Mars, the planets of money and war, are just 2 days away from your income sector makes the next 48 hours an important chance to focus on what you are fighting for. Venus and Mars will help you fight for what you deserve, while an alignment between Mercury and Saturn is first helping you establish what that is. Business is sticky today, but not in a good way. Money won't stick to you, just the arguments and silly ideas of others. Try to keep things in perspective and don't get drawn into a shouting match. If you find yourself giving in to other people too much because you feel they depend on you, it's time to give yourself the attention you deserve and stop distracting yourself through filling the needs of others. Ground yourself with deep breathing exercises. Have you been getting regular aerobic exercise? Take it easy if it's been a while, but definitely try to get back into caring for yourself first. Your ability to communicate and interact with artistic flair will be stronger on this day. Work this vibration to the fullest by allowing yourself the room to explore alternative and unconventional methods of doing things. Try something that hasn't been done yet, and wear something totally different. Explore color, particularly those you don't usually have in your immediate environment. Such things can stimulate your creative juices. Be sure to indulge in any of your favorite artistic activities as well. As the sun moves into his final 7 days in your communication sector, the moon's departure from your relationship sector wraps up a visit that allows your relationships to take full advantage of this. It helps that you also have Mercury, the planet of communication, in his early days back in your communication sector, and that he will continue to keep the communication lines open after he leaves. However, with no planetary activity in your relationship sector, as the moon leaves today, this is an opportunity that needs to be seized. While the moon will clash with Pluto in Capricorn before leaving your relationship sector today, and this might push some buttons, the timing couldn't be better. The pressure this is putting on a balance between your personal and relationship needs is a lot more low-key this month, but at the same time, the communication support has more than doubled. Your tarot reading for today. Temperance, the Emperor, and the Moon. The cards highlight a project that is very important to you, something you have been thinking about for a long time, but that seems difficult to achieve. In your draw, you have the resources to embark on this adventure. You are a thoughtful, realistic, and independent person, and these are essential qualities for carrying out this project. The cards highlight the obstacles that prevent you from going after what you want. They are primarily social constraints. It is difficult for you to manage everything at once. Some people rely on you, and you have moral and personal obligations. One way and another, all these responsibilities prevent you from concentrating fully on this project, which is nonetheless very important to you. Recently, you seem to feel a certain weariness in your personal life. In your external environment, things tend to repeat themselves endlessly. You sometimes find this routine difficult to bear, and you need a change of scenery. The cards highlight this desire for renewal and evoke new opportunities in your life. This change could take place in March 2022 when you meet a person who could change things in your life and bring something new to your personal circumstances. You'll get to know this man through a friend, and he could soon play a larger role in your life. In his company, and that of your friend, you could try new activities and explore new horizons. The cards particularly evoke trips that could give you a different perspective on the world and fill that need for novelty you are feeling at the moment. Your draw announces a period of opportunity, change, and discovery that marks a break with your current situation. By listening to the lesson of this draw, you could achieve great progress on the personal and emotional levels. Our eyes in the sky. Perspective is everything here, so you'd better be clear about what you feel when you feel it, because the next few weeks are going to be all-encompassing when it comes to romance. Slow your roll before making any moves. You don't have to win a race. Love is about building connections and knowing the person on a soul level. Also, Mercury in the nodes of destiny square off, which can give you a push to spread your wings and fly, but only if you are on the right track and prepared to do so. You'll be feeling sociable, and communication will be very open. Being this in touch with how you feel while also being able to convey it exactly the way you like is a blessing. Misperception is very likely at this time, so be careful not to react too seriously to anything, and be aware that you might be more sensitive than usual. You're sure to at least be resourceful enough to come up with some problem-solving ideas. Time limitations could give you a reality check, but you could be too motivated by possible success to think much about it. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it might now seem that what our heart wants has been denied to us. Perhaps this is a matter of unrequited feelings. Perhaps our needs have failed to be met. Perhaps we are simply uncomfortable airing romantic or gushy sentiments. We would love for things to be simple, but the extent of a circumstance's complexity makes for moodiness. We may also act a bit desperate, convinced that hearts can be changed if we simply dig in our heels and refuse to acknowledge another's interest or lack thereof. We must determine whether we are potentially hurting ourselves in our unwillingness to accept anything other than a simple answer.